Dead Cells is my second favorite roguelite after Risk of Rain 2. Yep, I'm going to talk about this game today. I recorded the Risk of Rain 2 run, so I'm going to go over the run talking about why I like Risk of Rain. I, of course, cannot cover everything in this game in this video, so I will be leaving things like the secret levels out of this video. You start the run by selecting your character. We have already gotten to the first thing I like about Risk of Rain. The character system makes the game have near infinite replayability, since the chances of you encountering the same run are lower than, let's say, a single character roguelite. Personally, I like Bandit and Railgunner the most, so for this run, I chose Bandit. I hate doing this, but if you enjoyed the video you're about to watch, I would appreciate it if you could subscribe. I am aiming for 1000 subs by the end of the year, so thanks, into the video. The game starts with you plummeting out of the sky like it's Halo 3. So to anyone watching who doesn't know how the game works, the thing that slowly increases in the top right corner is the difficulty. The game gets harder as time progresses, which is a very unique take on the usual roguelite genre. To progress in the game, you have to start a teleporter event by interacting with a teleporter. The event spawns a boss. You defeat that boss and you can teleport to the next level. While we are in this snowy forest, I would like to talk about the third thing I like about this game, and that is, even if you play alone, you can still get help from drones scattered around the map. For example, in this clip, I found a healing drone which saved me a couple of times during the run. The items in the game are amazing too, since none of them feel unnecessary. So the developers did a really good job with the item quantity. They could have just gone insane with it and made a cluttered mess, but they were able to control themselves, so that's always great. Activating the teleporter, the random boss turns out to be Beetle Queen. Defeating Beetle Queen, I get one of the most useful items in the game, the Hopoo Feather. I can double jump. Next level, please be a Felling Sanctuary, please be a Felling Sanctuary. Yes! While I'm in this level, I would like to talk about the soundtrack. The soundtrack of this game slaps hard. This level's soundtrack is like... The music is made by Chris Christodoulou. I said the same thing in my Ultra Kill video, but I'm going to say it here. If you are not going to play the game, at least listen to the soundtrack. I am saying this since I'm pretty sure nobody cares about spoiler warnings, and if this video ever gets popular, there are some people who didn't play the game watching this video. If you've been watching the clip carefully, you might have noticed there's an event happening called Clear the Void Seed. And I like this event. It's added by the DLC, just like that Void Cradle I opened in the start of the run. Void Cradles are awesome, by the way. If you ever see me insta-kill enemies or just fire rockets at them, it's because of the Void Cradles. Going back to the event, you have to kill the Void infested enemies to make the damaging fog in the area go away, and to unlock the Void containers. Other than that, this level is pretty normal, I just like it because of the soundtrack. The random boss of this level is the bitch! Yes, there, I said it, everybody thinks that about this boss, because one of its attacks has really high damage that can insta-kill you. Unless you shred him like I did in the video. Moving on to the third level, and yes, this is my favorite third level. I don't like this level because of its soundtrack though. I just like how it looks. Nothing to say for this level except that I got the Wax Quill, which is a very good movement item. The fourth level is usually the hardest for me. For some reason I don't know. I think it's because every time I go into the fourth level, like 100 goops spawn for no reason. But this level was pretty easy for some reason. Wait. Is that a Magma Worm mini-boss? Well, if it spawned as a mini-boss, I'm pretty sure it won't spawn as a teleporter boss, and it spawned as a teleporter boss. But that's great, since the Magma Worm is really easy. The boss variety is another great thing about this game. Even though you'll likely see all of the bosses available in a few runs, the character system and the difficulty system still makes for some interesting boss fights. And wait a minute, while playing as Bandit, who can easily get critical strikes because of his passive, did I get an item which increases my critical damage by 100%? Level 5 is always the same level, it's always Sky Meadow, so I'll just quickly make my way to the boss and it should be easy. It'll most likely be the grandparent anyway, what the hell? So, for some reason, a flaming goop turned out to be the boss. I almost died in the beginning, so I left the teleporter area and just started sniping the boss with my shotgun. Yep, sounds about right. After defeating the horde of goop, we get to the last level. Commencement. I love this level. It's perfect. The atmosphere, the aesthetic, the enemies, the boss, everything. This level doesn't have any chests or a teleporter like a normal level. Instead, it has pillar events that you need to do. I'm sure this is all tied to the lore, but I won't be talking about the lore much in this video. Activating all of the pillars, a jump boost thing opens, leading you to
You don't get it, Bandit! I, Mifrix, am the Risk of Rain 2.
the best boss fight in the game starts. I mean, it's the only one that is not randomized, so you could see why it is the best. This fight has 4 phases and I'll go over every one of them since I just love this boss so much. Mifrix's first phase starts off with him doing his normal thing. Caution, the Hammerman is not slow. I repeat, the Hammerman is not slow. He hits you with his hammer and ground slams. After defeating him, he will vanish and call down lunar chimeras. This is the worst phase out of the 4. You defeat the normal enemies and Mifrix comes back down with a slam. In phase 3, he has more kick to his attacks, like the insta-kill hammer sending out shockwaves. Defeating this phase, he returns to the middle of the arena and he is stealing my items. You damage him, get the items back, and you kill him.
Guess you are, after all, the Risk of Rain 2.
So, the moon is blowing up, so you escape and the void steals the moon. The end. Wait a minute, do I sense a transition coming? Oh, right, I forgot about the lore. I'm only going to talk about the basics. There are these 2 brothers, Providence and Mifrix. They are located on the planet in which the game takes place in, Petrichor 5. They were the ones who created the teleporters and the stages. Mifrix builds Bulwark's Ambry, a secret stage I did not talk about, which is a place for Providence to create anything he wants using the 4 elements of the universe: soul, blood, design, and mass. Providence creates the artifacts, they together create the golems, who are enemies in the game. Mifrix creates the primordial teleporter which you use to teleport to the moon, because he wants to find more of his own species by abandoning Petrichor 5, dooming all who live in that planet. Providence disagrees with Mifrix because he cares for the creatures on Petrichor 5. Once Mifrix goes to the moon, Providence locks the teleporter, trapping him. And that's basically the beginning of the lore. You can read all about it in the wiki page in the description. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you want to, I won't force you to though. Goodbye.